Hello everybody, welcome to the Chronicles of Henrietta, the Honda CB350, and a lot has happened since the last video. And what we've done, or what I've done, we've removed the wheels, and I've had the wheels rebuilt by Cat at Alpha Wheel Building and Polishing Services over at Cambridgeshire. Done a fantastic job of the wheels. I'll show you those in a minute. And the brake plates, of course, they're done. Been cleaning some bits up, and we've got a new chain and sprockets, and it's had a general tidy up, you know, lots of crud underneath there and behind the sprockets and everything, so I had to have a good clean up. I'll get the other camera out and I'll just show you the bits I've got, and then we'll get on with making the brake plates up, put the shoes in and everything, and try and get the wheels back on. But I don't think that'll be today. The weather's not been very good today, but hopefully we can get some bits done anyway in the shed. Right, so we've got I've rebuilt the spindle assembly for the rear wheel. Hang on, Alexa, stop. I've rebuilt the spindle assembly for the rear wheel, so we've got new adjuster brackets, new adjusters, even the lock nuts, chromed ones that I think they're genuine or aftermarket, anyway, one or the other. I've painted these spacers up just to protect them a bit. They're all nicely glossed. So that's that. We've got new sprocket here, that's the front one. These are, yeah, they're good sprockets there, the JT ones. Get them from B&C Express up north. I think they're near Lincoln somewhere. A good chain. I did get a chain from David Silver's, and he sent me the wrong sprocket, so I had to wait for that to come back. But the one he sent me, I don't really like the look of it. Looks a bit not so good. But anyway, we've got loads of bits here. What we've got is new shoes for the front, new tubes, new tyres, new rubber rims, you know, to go over the nipples inside the rim. I've cleaned up the foot pegs for the rear passenger pegs. Yeah, that's a sprocket down there. We're not going to be using that one. What else got? Bought kit for the engine, just for future. There's the rims that Cat's polished up for me. You can't probably see them very well at the moment, but they look absolutely beautiful. Come around here. Painted up the brackets as well for the silencers. And I've also got some new silencers that I can't fit until we get the back wheel on the ground, because obviously I've got to make some brackets up for those. But they're mega cone ones, you know. So you can see that in the bag anyway. So we've got them to sort out at a bit later date. There's the brake plates. Look, that's the front one. Absolutely gorgeous. And it's all wrapped up at the moment. It looks even better when it's out of the wrapping. There's the back one, which obviously we've got to get all the gubbins back in there. I've also got to change the wheel bearings, because, well, why wouldn't you when you've got the wheels off? So we've got wheel bearings here as well somewhere. And yeah, so I'll pick a few jobs anyway, and hopefully film them and show you what's going on. There's one of the old shoes, look a bit glossed out. I'm sure they're salvageable, but I've got some new ones anyway, so I might as well put them in and keep these in the spare box. Never throw them away, because you can always get them relined, I think. Yeah, so that's it, I think. Doing a bit of parkerising. I don't know whether I've not shown you how to do that, but I've got some parkerising liquid. It's very simple to do, but where's my parkerised brackets? Yeah, this is it here, basically. You can't see it's in the bag, but it just puts a nice protective coat on bare mild steel, and you oil it up. In the end, there's the see, that was bright mild steel, but it's parkerised. It comes up nice black colour, or very dark grey anyway, and then you just soak it in oil to protect it, and all good. So that's all my bits. So I want to get the manual out now and just have a refresh of how all this goes back together, and we'll come back. Well, it's chucking it outside now, it's chucking it down. So just as well we've come indoors to do this. Coming out anyway. Slowly but surely. My hand in the way. I think I'll get 17. That's it, she's gone. One bearing, knock that out now. Spaces in there. Well, it's absolutely hammering it down outside now, dark as night, and yeah. Not good. I might wait for this to go. I've got one bearing out anyway, that's one thing. And they never give you a 14mm. A 14mm hole in there in this CD kit, I think it is. 15 is the nearest. But if you get, I really want some mole grips really, but a pair of these and you just squash that down, you'll get that in. You can see that it just closes it up enough to get it in the hole, if you get it right. Yeah, cheap tool. Yeah, you do it like that and it will go in, and then you just let go and it will expand out so you can get the bearing out. So we've done that one, and put that somewhere so I don't lose it. We've got, in fact, I'm going to put a glove on because this is a messy job. Bit of paper. I forgot to put one of these back once and put the bearings back in the wheel. I forgot the bloody spacer, didn't I? Like a twat. Then I realised I had to take it all out again. But yeah. Well, it doesn't look like it's sided or anything. It's just the same, isn't it? There's no belling on one end or anything, it's just a spacer. So we'll keep that safe. Yeah, keep it there. Don't let me forget. Now, okay. Put this on the rubber mat. Don't want to destroy it, scratch it or anything. And get this bearing, this seal out. Just dust seal, I think. Mr. Cheap Screwdriver. This comes. Right. Yeah. Just a dust seal, so I shall reuse that one. Put that on there. We've got to get this bearing out. I've got to do it without scratching any of this wheel, because this is beautifully polished by Cat. I don't want to scratch it at all. We'll have to work out how to do that. So, not really long enough. Should be, shouldn't it? Yeah. tap those out, that bearing out with my hammer. Worst thing you can do is damage the wall. Just looking for the bearing, that is it there, so that's all right. We know where we are, we know what we're doing. Right, not a lot happening there at the moment. Might give it a bit of plus gas. Torch. Okay. About out. Yeah, just what's tapping on that side, and I don't want to put it on any wood or anything because again we're going to it shouldn't take a lot actually. There you go, that fell out, didn't it? Right, so that's that. Time to give that a good clean out and get the new bearings in. Make sure I move these tools out of the way so I don't scratch anything. Looks quite clean in there. There you go. Quite nice. No damage if you do it right, eh? There we go. Right, so which one do we want first? I think might as well do this one first. Bearing, just got that bearing out. That one go in, turn it over, spacer, bearing. Right, okay. So, tools everywhere. Motorcycle bearing kit, Slinky Guide. Slinky Guide sticker. That's not that side, is it? It's the other side. So we've got two bearings which should be the same. Are we recording? Can you see? Can you see? Okay. Right, here's the old bearing. Sounds alright, really. Sounds alright. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, really, but we'll get a new one in there just for the hell of it. How are we doing size wise? Bloody tools and everything everywhere, got no room. Just measuring it for the hell of it, really, see if there's any difference. Millimeters, 42. by 12.97. New one. 42. 2.97. That's freaky, isn't it? That's freaky. Right, okay, that's exactly the same size then. That's good news. I like that. I don't think we need any bearing seating stuff or anything. Completely sealed, so we don't need any grease. Does it drop in? Right, we'll find a... This is the old trick, isn't it? Socket. 42, and that's 41.88. So that should be bang on, really. All right, are we looking about square? Yeah. Okay, that's the seal. That's the other bearing. That's the old bearing, which can go in the old bearing pile of scrap. Nice persuader. Oh, there we go then. It's going. It's still going. Have a look from the other side. Not very far off anyway, is it? Oh, get a grip. Right. That sounds like it's home. So I think we're about there. Not far off, certainly. That's a perfect fit, isn't it? I like that. That is definitely it. You can hear the tone changes, doesn't it, when it's seated? Yeah, beautiful. There we go. Can you see? Can you see that's seated? Yeah, torch. Nice and seated in there. Lovely. Right. We're not going to forget the spacer now, are we? Ian, we're not going to forget the spacer. That can stay there for a minute. That can go back in the toolbox because it's wrong. Right, here we have the spacer. It drops down there. This will do. My new little tool that I got off eBay. Wee. That'll do ya. Little dabble do ya. Just gonna wipe that round. Get a bit of lube. Drop that in there. We're looking good. I think we're looking good. Right. looking good. That sounded good actually. Right, we're back again. Another bearing to do. Hopefully we can get this one. Yeah. Right, squeeze. Tappity tap tap. You're done. We're moving. Put a bit of is that better? Can't tell. A bit glary. She's coming up though. This is without heat. Don't think you really need heat most of the time. Should pop out. It's not hard. That's it. Un beringo. Okay, back from tea time, and we've got this bearing to put in this side. I'm going to do it this way around. Have the small one in first. Nearest I've got is the Yamaha stem nut tool, which is pretty close to the diameter of that. It's about 47mm. So we'll try that. Big hammer. Here we go. See if this goes in without any trouble. Going. Going. Still going. Just going to have a look from the other side. Yeah, she's home. See that? There's no gap around it. Yep. Right, okay, that's that. I'll get a cleaner out of there. Okay. Yeah, that's lovely. Okay. Now, not forgetting the spacers. this one first. Again, it's a sealed bearings, so not really much point in greasing that up, but I might put a bit on anyway just to protect it a bit. Ooh, let's put some gloves on. A little bit in there, just to smear around it. Spindle will get greased up anyway, so I ain't got to worry too much about in there. That's all it will need. A little wipe over. Put that down in the hole. Now we've got the other spacer. Torch on that. Okie dokie. The other spacer is just this little top hat thing. Give that a little squirt of grease as well. That goes in the bearing. That's that way, of course. Just put that in the bearing there. Just drop it over the top of that spacer in there. Hopefully we're good to go. Just keep it there while I feed it down. Alright, try again on this side. So we've got the spacers in, 2 spacers. This is the last bearing. See how we get on. Now that's a bigger bearing, isn't it? So that's not big enough. That's your kiddie. Yeah, lovely fit, that one. Right, here we go again then. That's it, 'cause it sounded about right. Yeah, that's good. Nice. Yep, that's lovely jubbly. So now we need the bearing retainer. Oh, okay, got 1 bearing, spacer, 2nd spacer, 2nd bearing, oil seal or grease seal, which is inside yeah, so we've got to take that one out, put that one in, that way up, all good. Got it. Clean in there. Where is it? Get it clean out. A little bit of rubber grease just to help it go down there. right seated. Give that a little tappity tap tap. She's good. So that goes in there. Okay, just get a little bit of a nip up. Right, that should do that. It wasn't peened over. A lot of them I've come across peen marks across there, but there's none on this. There's been none on this, and that was about as tight as it was anyway, so I think we're good to go. I'll leave that at that. Okay, not sure I was recording then, but that's the sprocket in place. Yeah, just got to torque these up too. I've been online, looked on the Twins forum, and the sprocket, because it doesn't mention this in the manual, well, the Haynes manual anyway, I'm sure it doesn't. Final drive sprocket, 25 to 58 foot-pounds. So yeah. That's one. 2. 3. 4. That'll do for that. Now, hopefully we can bend them tab washers back. Now, got the big washer now, haven't we? Big locking ring and washer. Drop that over there. Circlip, get the circlip pliers. That's what you want. It's gone in. Yep.